Hello guys, I'm Neo Ramitana, go by Neo Rams. Some of you may know or may not, some of you may know of the post that I've posted on Saturday, the 10th of August, about an incident that happened on Friday evening, the 9th of August at altitude. So I posted that post with regards to what happened at altitude, that I was assaulted at altitude as I had gone to celebrate Women's Day, and yeah, I was assaulted by a bouncer there. All right. The reason now for this video is to tell the full story, because after seeing altitude's statement and after reaching out to a certain newspaper publication to create awareness on what had happened, all I got was misrepresentation, and unfortunately I got a journalist or an editor who feels that it's the victim's fault, and or that I don't know what went through their mind, because according to the story that they ran, altitude says, according to their footage, I'm the one that assaulted the bouncer, when in fact that was not true. Well, they're saying according to CCTV footage, I attacked a 6-foot man in my pregnant state, which is further from the truth. And I know that Times Media did not view that footage, because had they viewed it, they would have seen that they would have seen how everything went down, and that I was assaulted. Okay. So here's the story. I want to tell the story from beginning to end. What happened there, and the other reason that I'm recording this video is also because altitude has been telling so many lies, like from the night in question, all the way to their statement, and all the way to this article that I'm talking about. They are lying, and I don't know why they just want this to just go away by lying and just resisting taking responsibility, but they are lying. And that just, I just question the integrity for Horem. At events, things happen, like you can't control what your staff does all the time, but when things don't go according to plan, you take responsibility and you take it from there. You do not block the victim, you do not call the victim a liar, and so anyway, this is what happened. Friday the 9th, Women's Day in South Africa. I decide to go out to celebrate Women's Day for a number of reasons. Because I hardly been going out lately, and because I just needed to go out, and like I said in that post, I was craving pap and wors. I went and picked up my sister. We went to Central Chesanyama, but it was just too packed, and then I decided let's go to altitude. That's where we'll find what we want. Fine, we go there, and great, we got what we wanted. Everything went well. Service was okay. It was a nice evening. I was even surprised. Hey, apparently there was Miss South Africa happening at Times Square. So there was a nice crowd. Cool. Around 8, I'm already thinking I need to sleep, because I'm tired. But then the people I was with, my sister and a friend, were still having fun, so I stayed a little bit longer. Also, I'd like to address the people that keep saying you are pregnant, why are you even out, and guys, pregnancy is not a present sentence. Pregnancy is not a disease. I'm not sick. I am pregnant, you know. And as a pregnant woman, I know what I should and should not do. One of the things that I should not do is drink and smoke. I don't drink and smoke. You know, it's eat healthy. I do. You know, so to tell me that, Nami, what was I doing there? Guys, why are we, instead of looking at the problem, somebody got victimized, got abused, why are you looking at, Naya, what was she doing there? And this just reminds me of when a person is raped, you know? When a person is raped, they're asked, Naya, what were you wearing? Naya, what were you doing there? No, don't do that, okay? A person got victimized, a person got abused, I got assaulted. Don't ask me what I was doing there, okay? Anyway, then anyway, at around past 10, we decided to leave. I think it was, 10:30 or so, we decided to leave. I am so glad to leave at this point because I'm like, phew, finally, right? So as we by the door, before we got to the entrance, there's like a display of which my sister wanted to take pictures, so I took pictures of her, blah blah. So when I was taking pictures of her, I put my takeaway on the counter, the bar counter, right, to take pictures for her. And then great, we done, then we leave. As we by the entrance, my sister's like, hey wena, how look opeleyan, meaning you are like way ahead, yet you forgot your takeaway. How look opeleyan, you know? Then I'm like, ish, yeah, and I turn around to go fetch. At that time, we are like by the entrance. Bouncer says, hey, tag. I'm like, no, I'm just fetching my food. He grabs me by the, I'm like, I'm just fetching my food. That's when he grabs me by the neck, you know? I think he's like, here. He's like, here. Grabs me by the neck, obviously, to move me back. Then obviously, I'm not just standing there to say, what, you know? Then there's like an article, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Like, I'm just fetching my food. I'm from outside. What do I need a tag for? I've been here since 5-6 o'clock. There was no charging at the door when I got here. Why, you know, why can't, okay, fine, go give me my, then there's an altercation. He's pushing us, this, you know, it's a mess after that. Then I get others, bouncers come and they pull me away. I think they pull him away as well. And then I asked the lady who's now with me, holding my hands, to make sure that I don't move. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you holding me? All I want is my food. Can I have my food? She's like, calm down, calm down. I'm like, how do you ask me to calm down? How do you ask me to calm down when I've just been beaten up by your bouncers? Like, I'm pregnant. I've just been beaten up by your bouncers. Oh, she's like, oh, I didn't realize you're pregnant, but she's still holding me. So I'm like, okay, fine, can I have my food? She doesn't want to go. She's like, calm down. I'm like, I'm calm. Can I have my food? She doesn't want to go get my food. I'm like, okay, fine. Can I please see your manager? She says, the manager was right here, saw everything that just happened, and he did nothing. So I'm like, okay, can I talk to him then? She doesn't want to call him. I insist. We're now talking. I insist. She ends up calling him, or he comes. I don't know how that happened. He then comes. He asked that we step aside, no? Because now there's a commotion at the entrance there, and there's all these witnesses who want to pay to get in, right? Then I step aside, and he's like, yeah, you know, I just saw what just happened. It was so unnecessary. You know, sorry, but can you just go, you know? So I'm like, can I have my food, you know? And how do you tell me to, sorry, I should just go when the guy that just beat me up is still on duty, like nothing is being done. He hasn't even come to say sorry himself. In fact, there he is, he's still laughing. He's like, yeah, no, that was not alright. You know, he's not listening to me. And I'm like, okay, fine, why doesn't that guy come and say sorry? No, he doesn't want to call that guy to come say sorry. All that he wants is for us to leave. I then insist on so I'm like, you know what, can I please speak to the owner of this place or the manager or whoever, you know? because I then sussed out for her this guy is the manager or the supervisor of the bouncers. Then first lie by altitude, he says no, the manager is gone. I'm like, no, I'm from inside. I was sitting in there, I saw him. Then he's like, oh, okay, I just called him now, he's coming. Okay, I wait for about my 10 minutes. Manager, guy, or owner, I don't know what he is, comes. All right, when he comes, he just stands by the door. Excuse me. When he comes, he stands by the door. I wait because I'm thinking he's there to come and address me. Then he doesn't. I go to him. I'm like, hi, are you gonna help? Are you gonna assist us? He's like, yeah. Okay. He's like, yeah. I'll come in a bit. Okay, guy. Oh, and okay. Another thing that I did notice is that people got upset over the fact that I mentioned that the guy who assaulted me. I said seems Nigerian. I'm sorry if that sounds xenophobic. No, I'm not xenophobic. I was just trying to give you a description so that you know the character, not character description of physical description, not physical description of the person that I was dealing with, right? So now the manager or the owner comes. He's a white gay guy. I'm not homophobic. I'm just telling you the description of the person that I was dealing with. Okay. Did I say I'm not racist? I'm not racist. Anyway, he comes. He's there, and he tells me that he'll come to me in a bit, right? And I'm like, okay, clearly this is not important. But anyway, I go and I stand aside again. He then finally comes, and then as he's standing there, he's instructing his personnel to let people in. The guy who I said I think is the bouncer supervisor or manager has stopped proceedings. All right, so he's telling no, let everybody in. Okay. Then he finally comes, and then how can I help you, ladies? I'm like, how can you help us? Like, I'm sure you've already been briefed that we've been attacked by your bouncers. Oh, no, my bouncer says that you attacked him, and so I can't talk to you right now or do anything until we see camera footage. So I'm like, okay, let's go see camera footage. Though I don't see why we need to see camera footage, because there was a whole queue there. Everybody saw what happened. All you need to do is ask them what happened. But anyway, that's fine. If that's how you want to do it, that's fine. Anyway, so we're busy talking, and then he's like, anyway, I can't talk to you right now. Miss South Africa is here. I need to go let Miss South Africa in. And he waltzes off, and he's gone. Anyway, then the supervisor of the bouncers comes back. His name is Elvis, by the way. So Elvis comes back to come and tell me that security personnel, security of the center of Times Square is gonna come and will assist me with the footage and whatnot. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, we are all gonna view the footage so that they see what happened, because now I know what happened. I don't need to see any footage. But anyway, security personnel comes, and they come. We're very sorry for what happened. We'd like to, we'd like to take a statement. So they're like, yeah, you're gonna have to go to security officers to go put down your statement and to view the footage. Okay, that was a tactic for them to get me off their premises, right? But at this point, I'm thinking that I'm being helped. White guy who's the owner or the manager comes, like, can you guys please go sit there? So I'm like, no, we're standing right here. But anyway, after speaking to the security guard, I think after about my 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I decided to go to the security officers to go give my statement, because I'm thinking we are working together here. They come. Oh, and then when they come, my sister tells them, for no, we're waiting for the police to come because this guy needs to get arrested. So I go to the office, but my sister remains there by the door or next to the door. So I go. I get there. After a few minutes, I write down my statement. So I'm like, okay, can we view the footage? And then after a while, they tell me for no, they don't have footage. Footage is with no. Firstly, they tell me that they can't view footage. Footage is with they can't view footage. I can only view footage with the cops. So they're not allowed to show me footage because apparently it can aggravate me further, and like a story like that apparently can aggravate me, and they can't view it without the cops there. The cops have to give that authority. And okay, I take that story. We wait. Now I think the cops came at about 11, 12, 13. The cops came at about 2:00 a.m. now. We've been waiting. So even as I'm waiting, I'm asking for, why am I the one here? Why isn't the guy that hit me here being cross-questioned as well? Because if somebody victimized Altitude, so maybe didn't pay a bill or went and stole, you guys would have brought that person in, so why isn't the perpetrator here? They give me a story. They say they called Elvis, and Elvis, they even show me the message. What do you see? We text Elvis, and Elvis said he let the guy go. He told the guy to go home, which is a lie, because then my sister, who was standing there by the door, is telling me that Elvis is still there. Elvis is still there working. So second lie by Altitude, right? Okay, wait until 2 a.m. The cops finally come. When the cops come, they take a stake, they open a case, right? So I'm like, okay, let's view the footage. No, security personnel, Times Square. No, we don't have footage. Footage is with Altitude. How? So if footage is with Altitude, why were we told to come here to the casino's basement? Go the security's officers to come view this footage when the footage is with Altitude? Like, why were we dismissed? Because we could have gone to Altitude officers to see what happened. This could have been resolved in 10 minutes. Then there's a story. They tell me for her no, they can't go. Then the cops tell me for her no, they can't go because Altitude has right of admission. So I was like, what? You are the cops and you're gonna tell me for what Altitude has right of admission? I'm telling you for what I've been assaulted, but now I must abide by the people that assaulted me's rules. Then after ref and whatnot, they say, okay, they'll call Elvis, the supervisor where the bouncers. Elvis comes down. When Elvis comes down, he comes down with his phone, which has the footage more in the phone, and he shows us this footage. But now this footage is like a 20-second clip. Now it's a 20-second clip of towards the end of the altercation, where everybody's just that's what's happening. And according to him, he's like, actually, I know I said that I'm sorry and that I saw everything, but no, after seeing this, I take back my sorry. And I was like, what? You were there, and in the moment, after seeing everything that just happened, you said you are sorry, it shouldn't have happened, because you acknowledged that all I wanted was my food. It shouldn't have happened that way. Now, after 5 hours, you guys cooking this whole thing and editing this video footage, you come and tell me that you are no longer sorry, and I don't know, and you come with a 20-second clip of your version of what happened. So I'm like, no, boo. Anyway, I insist on no, this is not the full footage. We're gonna go to Altitude to go see the full footage. Then we go. So no, Elvis then goes back. Then I think after maybe 30 minutes, escorted by the cops, we go back to Altitude, and we find that they have now closed the place. But I think it was now past 2 to 3. They generally close around that time, I think. I don't know. So everybody's now taken out, Sorry about that. My phone cut. It was the battery. It was on 26%. I thought it would be able to survive this video, but clearly not. I now charged up until 26% again. So anyway, continuing on. So we get escorted by the cops to altitude to insist that we see the video footage. Then we get there and they're escorting people out. I think they were closing. They were closing now. It was around, I think, past 2, 3 a.m. at this point. Manager, I think, is Damon, the white guy that I had mentioned. Enya passes like nothing has happened. He's going to the back, even though we're coming in with cops. He's not even addressing us. But anyway, that's fine. And then we get taken to the back of the offices, and then we watch the full video. On the full video, again, it's not the full video. It does not show how or where the fight started. It shows us as we're going out. Does it show us as we're going out? Yeah, it shows us as we're going out. But then they say they do not have footage outside the door. And I think it shows us as we're going out. And then now when we are pushed back inside into the door. Like as there's that whole altercation between myself and the bouncer and the ladies that I was with. No? So meaning we do not see how the fight started. We only see the last bit. But this last bit is more than what Elvis had brought in, the 20-second clip that he had brought in to say no, that I attacked a whole man. So yeah, they come in and they're like, but then there's also a guy there. Now there's an additional character. There's an Indian guy. I don't know who he is. Who his facial expressions deceive him, because as he's watching, he's shook by what just happened. Even though afterwards he didn't want to comment or anything as to. So I'm like, do you see? My sister's like, do you see? You are even shocked yourself. For hore, how does this happen in your premises? Like, you saw yourself that he hit us. Then he just walks away, and that's all that happened. The cops are like, okay, you saw the clip. Are you happy now? And Mina, I thought Altitude said they can only engage me after we've seen the footage, and after everybody's just like, okay, you've seen it, now what? Anyway, and that's what happened at Altitude. So the reason, like I said in the beginning, that the reason I decided to record this video is because I thought I'd get assistance from media, but then the person that I reached out to, or the publication that I reached out to, ended up twisting it to say that I'm the one that attacked that guy according to CCTV footage. And I feel like if they did see that CCTV footage, they would have seen for hore there's no such. But that's what they went with. I don't know, should I blame it on patriarchy or what should I blame it on? I don't know. Because I felt like, fine, get to both sides of the story, but if there's contradictions, why not come back to me and say, hey, they say this and that, what do you have to say about that? I will post the clip, the heading. It says, Neo Ramtsan or Skim Sam actress claims assault at what? Skim Sam actress claims assault, but CCTV footage shows otherwise. It's like, wow, really? At the time of recording this video, Times Media were the only media house running with the story. This was on the Sunday, 11th August. So they were the only ones running the story. But by the 13th, Tuesday, other media houses had also gotten wind of it. And in my opinion, told it in a fair way, in an unscandalous way for both parties involved, for both myself and Altitude. So I'd like to say thank you to those who did that. So instead of depending on media, I just thought, let me tell my own story. You know, we have social media, we have platforms like this one. Let me tell the story myself, and I will not shut up about it. Altitude, you have not heard the last of me. I will I will shout like this was not gonna go away just like that. Okay, and yeah, thanks for listening, and for everybody that has sent all their kind regards and so forth. Thank you. Me and baby are okay. Uh, Me and baby are okay, I think. I went to see a GP on Saturday. I still need to go see a gynae. I possibly will go tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I can say on the matter, and I urge you to keep sharing, and I will try to get Times Live to take down their article as it's false. Yeah, thank you. Please share so that more people can see this, and so that this does not happen to anybody else, and that when establishments like Altitude decide to violate their customers and treat them like they're nothing afterwards, like, we are the people that are supporting Altitude, yet Altitude absolutely does not care. Altitude just wants our money, and that's it, you know. So hopefully we will stop, or at least, I don't know, halt these establishments in the treatment of their personnel, and treat us better, woman or man. You know, nobody has the right to lay a finger on anyone, whether you are pregnant, whether you are not, whether you are black or whether you are white, whether it's daytime, whether it's a club, whether it's, no matter what, nobody has a right to lay a finger on you. You know, whether it's Women's Day, whether, no matter, like, you know, the fact that I'm saying it's Women's Day and I'm pregnant and I'm being assaulted by a huge man, who, you know, yeah, a huge man. Nobody has a right to lay a finger on you, no matter what. No matter what. You know, and it's appalling for people feel that I must have done something wrong, that's why that happened to me. No matter what, he does not have a right, nor do I have a right to assault him. No, it's uncalled for what happened, and I really hope and pray that justice will be served. Thank you for watching. Mwah. So, a quick update on the matter. The owner of Latitude, Damon, has contacted me today on the 15th August, and we have arranged to meet sometime next week in order to iron out everything. So I will be meeting him with my lawyers sometime next week, probably. Again, thank you for listening. Have a fantastic day.